What's up, guys? This is Tabletop Vibes, and I'm Adam.
I'm Dominic.
And today we're taking a look at Food Truck Race by Good Games LLC. This game is a freaking blast of a game. Everybody essentially has their own food truck, and you're trying to make as much food as possible to sell it, to make the most points, and whoever crosses the 50-point threshold could possibly win the game.
Yeah, you could even continue it past that.
Yeah, you can do Ultimate Pro Chef mode where you play up to 100 and then it immediately stops. And so in this game, it's fun. We played a bunch of different times, and this was a blast at 2 players, 3 players, 4 players. Even with 2 players, we found that it's really fun because there's an NPC, non-playable chefs, that are then in the game that help roll, which we'll go into to help keep the game moving along. So Dominic, who were you playing as the food truck?
I was playing as The Slice is Right.
Slice is Right, yes. And I was playing as Taco or Leave It. There's also Smash Burgers and Oh My Gerd. So it's just really fun. They're colorful. The art is great. And then everybody has on the back of those cards their own menu per se. So like for hard pressed Smash Burgers, their snack is vinegar slaw. Appetizers are onion rings. Small entree is single smash. You can add on mods like grilled onions and sauce. Large entrees, a double smash burger, extra bun, extra cheese, and a patty. And all these are like different cubes that you can gain in the game by doing different things. And so the first phase that we go into in the game is roll to prep. So there's 2 dice.
A dice with A, B, and C on it,
Right.
and then a dice with 1, 2, and 3 labeled on it. And you roll them to see what ingredients you prep for that turn.
Yes. And so in your stage prep area, you're putting dishes that you're going to then line up in A, B, or C, depending on what dice, a letter, and number. The letter is the prep station that you're going to be triggering, and the number is how many of that type you're going to get. And so the one really awesome thing that we found about this game that we really like is that it literally mimics a real food truck. Like, I've never owned a food truck.
Right.
But I would say that it mimics it really well. And it's very asymmetrical too.
Oh yeah, fast-paced, asymmetrical.
Fast-paced, asymmetrical. You're going to like upgrade your truck to be able to do different things. And it is a race to upgrade. This guy, I messed up and did not upgrade some stuff quicker, and Dominic was on top of it. So you have your prep area, which is like where all the food is staged. Then you have your countertops where you can upgrade those countertops to be better. And then you have where your, what is it called? The
mise en place.
Mise en place, where you put all your ingredients, right? And you can only hold so much.
Yeah, at a certain point, you start getting so many ingredients per turn that you're having to discard some of them.
You did. You did per turn. So yeah, you do roll the prep, and then everybody, which is the huge aspect of this game, everybody gets to simultaneous play at the same time. So on simultaneous play, you can
fulfill your orders.
You cannot buy ingredients. You gain ingredients from the roll. You can plate your food, and then you can also progress during the path. You can spend 3 ingredients for $1, which is very helpful. You're always like, everything is spending. So the goal, the end game trigger is $50, but you're always like coming back and forth.
Right. There's a huge race to get to that 50, but luckily, even though it is so fast paced, there's not just like a landslide victory to it either. Yeah. If you're in first place, you'll run into events that can bring you back.
Oh, man. Okay, so let's talk about events. So Dominic got every single good event, which were, do you want to read those really quick?
Right. You can get Influencer, which doubles the total earnings of the next plate order that you're able to plate up.
That was a good one for you.
Scamp, which cuts to the front of the line, but allows you to sell any 5 ingredients for $5.
Yeah,
which is great.
Really, yeah, and so in your food truck, you have 3 orders, and they like first in, first out, right? And you're working these orders. You can do them in any order, but if you go all the way through a round, it goes to the hungriest customer. And everybody, this is what I thought was really cool as well. Everybody passes their first order in line to the next person. So like in a 2-player game, it would wrap around and go to Dominic. Dominic would give me his, and those would slide down. Every time you complete an order, you can refill it. Unless you get cards that I drew. And so there's cards like tow truck, stop and do now, which like stops everything. All wooden trucks on $11 through $25. Block get towed back to $10. And then discard if drawn. The food inspector. This was my very first one. This starts on the board. Cuts to the front of the line. Cannot use prep station. And until paid or leaves, just may choose to pay or discard, then draw new. And then you think it would get better for me, but it did not. I got trash bin, which is I had to pay another $5. Stop, do now. You and the chef immediately to your right must pay $5 fine now. If either cannot, they must also discard an order. I got power outage. I'm telling you, my truck was lit. It was
not in a good way.
Not in a good way. It was fun though, but I got hit with all of these. So I think I paid $20 in fines. So like I ended the game at 24 points. He beat me by 25 points, but I spent $20, 25 bucks in fines. So there's all these cool events that pop up that either say do now, positive on Dominic's side, negative on my side, but they're all mixed into this big order, small order deck that you're drawing from, red and blue, and you can choose essentially your destiny of your food truck based on what you think you can handle.
All the upgrades are nice, and I like how they're first come, first serve. And then there's powered upgrades too.
Yeah.
The blue ones where they can only go in one slot, but they're usually great.
Yeah, I got one of the big ones. It cost like I think $10, and mine could hold 3 plates on C. So if C rolled, I would get 3 ingredients, and then I can get whatever the amount of ingredients that the dice gave as well. There's orange upgrades, which then go up into the countertop space, which is a lot of times is more ingredients being able to hold. You had some really good ones too.
Right. I had on every A roll and every B roll, I got 1 additional ingredient.
Yeah, that was huge for you. I mean, I think you were getting, what did we say, 6 or 7 a turn?
Right. I could get up to, I think, I was getting, 6 at once.
6 at once. Again, it favors the person racing up to get the most money and then upgrades and trying to get those. It's a blast. And so, yeah, there's that. And then, so everybody plays simultaneously collecting your ingredients, plating your stuff, trading 3 for 1, and getting new cards. On the active chef who rolled the dice turn, you can upgrade your truck. You can buy new plates, which just helps you get stuff. There's spices, there's protein,
dough, cheese, and oil.
Yeah, and they all cost a certain dollar amount. And you can buy those different plates to put into your prep station to then generate more ingredients. And so it is literally an assembly line. And the game feels like this race of like, one time I had no money. Then I had $14. Then I got hit with a fine, $5. And then I spent that $10, right, to buy a different thing. And then you had no money. And then your next thing you're at $12. So like you're fluxing back and forth all the time, but you're trying to stay ahead of your competitors, which is always hard.
It was a lot of fun, a lot of going back and forth, and I really enjoyed that fast-paced part of it.
Yeah.
Being able to fulfill orders whenever you're able to really keeps everybody engaged at the same time.
Yeah,
too.
for sure. And I think that is huge, that everybody on simultaneous play can gain ingredients and fulfill orders.
Oh, yeah.
And then the whole hangry customer passing, like, say you didn't complete something because you're trying to save it.
There it goes.
Oh, there was an 86 upgrade. That was fun. It's just like 86 is a...
It allows you to discard 1 order at any point during your turn and replace it with another.
Which is a way to get out of some of these bad fine cards, because you can 86 it out. That's the only way I think you can.
Right, you had the 1 card, the first at $10.
Yeah, the meter maid.
It stops everybody.
The meter maid, though. So one of the other kind of things about it is, if I don't pay it, nobody can pass me. So I put my truck sideways. Nobody can pass me, and nobody can gain, I think it was orders or new cards.
Right, nobody can get past you. Nobody can order.
And so money. You could just sit on that for a while, even though I'm not gaining any new cards, and I'm not, it's just kind of like you could just be as mean as you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's just a ton of fun. It's super fast paced. It literally plays for people about an hour or less. And after you understand, like, everybody does this, you're going pretty fast. And like it gets kind of chaotic because everybody's reaching their hands in to gain all the ingredients. But it feels like a food truck moment where like you're back behind the scenes trying really fast to get your orders out because there's a line of people. So it's a ton of fun. So it's coming to Kickstarter really soon. Make sure you check it out. Like, subscribe, and comment on your favorite food truck food. Yeah. Like, what's your favorite food truck to go to? I usually pick tacos.
I'm a huge fan of the burritos that I can get.
Yeah. We don't have much around me, but I have had some, and it is great. So, yeah, let us know. This is Food Truck Race. It is a blast. You're not going to want to miss this. This is a great 4-player game, and it plays really quick. It's awesome. So, we're Tabletop Vibes. We'll check you next time.